It's about 5 p.m. on Saturday, December 2nd, 2023. And there's a cow in the distance to the east mooing quite loudly. That is one of the bull calves, probably pining for his mom or something. Anyway, this is the second cell of the third row. So we're kind of still in the old sixth section. And it's pretty good grass here. They didn't graze here when I pinned them up to feed them for a while, but there's some pretty good grass here. I finished rolling out the hay. This dog here, Snowball, what he likes to do is when I roll out the hay, he'll just lay on it. He likes laying on the hay. As a puppy, he was raised in an open barn, and they put hay on the floor there to keep him warm up in Wyoming. And you know it gets like 40 below up there. So he probably has fond memories of sleeping on hay as a puppy. Anyway, we don't do a lot of that up here. It doesn't get that cold. Yeah, there's some pretty good grass here. It's okay. If I gave them a lot of acreage, it'd probably be okay. I just realized something. I was thinking about chains and stuff like that. So each post is about a chain apart, more or less, right? And so we got two sections here. And we got two chains here. So 2 times 2 is 4. That's four square chains. Well, 10 square chains is an acre. So this right here that I'm standing in is about half an acre, 4/10 to a half an acre, right? So I'm giving them about an acre a day. Well, I'm on a 10-week or 5-week rotation through half the field. So I can do 30 acres over 5 weeks. 5 weeks, 5 times 7 is 35. So yeah, a little less than an acre a day. The math all works out. So if you got a square or rectangular area and you want to know how much acreage you're giving them, that's a quick way to calculate the acreage. You know, forget about the 14,000 whatever square feet, blah, blah, blah. Multiplying large numbers. 2 times 2 is 4. And 4 is about half 10, right? So that's how you remember. 10 square chains is an acre. A furlong by a chain, a furlong is 10 chains. So I'm going to start using those more in my videos just because they're useful. They're relevant and they're useful. So I had no idea that a chain was about as far as you put the posts, but that's what it works out to be. So as the sun sets here, it's about 55 degrees. We don't expect any rain until next Sunday, so a week from tomorrow. And the section's going to get worse as we go further south. So then following weeks, these first couple cells is going to be mostly empty, devoid of any grass. There's one section which is completely barren. That's a section where the cows were at when it rained, and they ended up eating all the goat weed. And I did have hay for them, but when they ran out of hay, they started eating the goat weed. But to the west here, this is looking west, that's towards where the calves are, the back 20. We should see a little bit better grass, but I'm not counting on the grass to sustain them. I'm counting on the hay to keep their bellies full. But they're going to lose weight. They're going to lose weight, and that's fine. It's fine to be put on a diet. I read, and I wish somebody would tell me more about this, but this guy, he doesn't vaccinate his animals at all. He doesn't use any kind of medications, and his cows are fit as a fiddle. Even blackleg doesn't get to him, right? Which I'm told the blackleg is pretty bad. And I don't know. I haven't had any blackleg so far. So what he says he does, and I don't know who he is or where he got this information from, but what he says he does is he puts his cows on a protein fast for a couple weeks. And what that is he basically feeds them dry old hay for a couple weeks in an area where they don't have access to fresh grass. And he says what happens is he believes that the cow's body begins what I think it's called autophagy. What that means is eating itself, right? And so the cow's body says, hey, we're kind of in starvation mode. We need protein. And so the body looks for sources of protein. Well, a good source of protein is the body itself. And so it starts to consume itself. Now, which cells does the body kill first? It kills the weak cells. It kills the cells that are probably cancerous. And so the idea is, according to this one comment I saw on YouTube, which is about how much accuracy can put behind it. But if you know more information about this, I'd love to learn about it. But the concept is that by going through a period of starvation, that the body will discard those cells that are likely cancerous and full of virus. And so the animal remains healthy.
He got excited when he saw the cows.
Yeah. Yeah, he's looking at the cows. Yeah, we're training this puppy to be a people dog. So we took him along with the rounds with us. So that's something that maybe this is a good time, or the winter is a good time to kind of put them on a protein fast. And so maybe what I'll do is in the middle of winter, I'll take the protein buckets away. If I do get protein buckets, probably won't, you know. But yeah, the idea is to give them a protein fast, and hopefully that fasting will develop their health a little bit better. So it's not good to be fat all the time. It's good to be on a fast a little bit. All right, so yeah, the cows will lose weight between now and March. Hopefully they don't lose too much weight, and hopefully they can keep their bellies more or less full. This is the right side of the belly. Is it the right side or the left side that has the food? This is the right side. It's a little bit dimpled. Let me get on your left side there, buddy. Come on. Running around in circles now. Let me look at your left side. Come on, let me see your left side. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to pretend like I'm not looking at you. I'm going to come around this way. I'm looking at Blue. I'm not looking at you. Okay, there's the left side. The left side is filled in nicely. It's not bad at all. Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to this winter. I'm more than prepared. And we're going to see what happens here. There's just a little bit of grass left. We're going to hit each spot of grass that I'm at one more time before spring. So I'm going to slow rotation, small areas, hay, and the cows can graze if they want. They can eat the hay if they want. But there might be some more growth. We're going to get some warm weather. It's going to be in the 60s for a couple weeks. So that might encourage some more grass growth, but not much. So, but the ground is still wet. It's still muddy. And I'm not concerned about the rainfall at all. I think we've gotten already enough rain. As long as we just keep the top level moist and damp, we should be fine until spring. And it should kickstart for a wonderful spring. And I'm going to try to not graze it down too much so that when it's time for the plants to grow, they have a head start. Here, you can't see because the sun is just on the horizon there. December 22nd is the shortest day of the year. That's coming up in a couple weeks. 20 days, so 3 weeks. So a little less than 3 weeks. And that also marks the official beginning of winter. And so December 22nd. December 30th is when we're going to start this rotation over. And we're going to start at the third line from the north, 1/3 of the field. And we're going to graze, I think it's 10 weeks. It's either 10 weeks or 10 rotations. But we're going to go January, February, and half of March. So that's, that's 10 weeks. And are we doing 1 or 2 rotations? I'll have to double check what I planned. But I have it all written down. I have my master plan written down for 2024. And we're going to try to incorporate stockpiles in our grazing pattern. The one thing I don't account for is how to keep the bull calves separate until March, right? Sticking them on the back 20 is probably not a good thing, but I don't really have a place to put them. If I put them back there, they would probably cross the wire and come back to their mamas, you know. So, and if there's any open cows here, the young heifers might be open and they might be sending out scents, and so then we would probably get a heifer bred too early. So I can't really put them in the same field. I might decide to put up some wires in that back 20, maybe 4 sections, maybe 6, and just rotate them through sections. But they need access to water. I don't have any water points back there except the ponds. So I need to make sure every section has access to a pond so they can get some water, you know. So that's the bull calves. I haven't really decided what to do with them, and I'm kind of ashamed of myself not having a plan. But I'll figure it out. I'll figure something out. Ideally, I can move them to a separate farm far away. I don't have access to any farms like that. I don't know any. There might be a couple people. I'll ask I'll say, hey, you want to keep some bulls for the winter? And yeah, there's a couple people. And maybe I'll pay them some money. I don't know. Anyway, guys, have a great day. Take care and bye-bye.